Yeah, oftentimes as well, the people you know determines how far you can go in life. So, but in this situation for today, it's who knows you. It's not who you know, it's who knows you. Who knows you? And this cut across a lot of parts, a lot of things in life, because it cuts across businesses as well. Everybody has a business now. Everybody is running one side also or the other. You're running a business, whatever the case. I've got a friend that she will always say, no, don't say small business. Your business is your business, right? A business is a business. You have a business. Yes, I'm going to record today. I've chosen to record today. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to do my jibby jabber behind the Blue Yeti microphone. But before that, let me not be rude. Let's be respectful. Respect your elders, Esther. So yes, this is me saying, hello people, how are you? And I sound a bit groggy, right? I'm just woken up. And because sometime this week, I ran into this recording or this something on the street of social media talking about there are a lot of podcasts out there. The things you fill your mind with, eh? So I decided, you know what, I might as well take a break from this last week delivery. And, since there are a lot of podcasts out there. But now I slept on a Saturday morning afternoon and I woke up and I'm like, you know what? There are a lot of voices out there. Doesn't mean I should keep my own quiet. Who thinks the same way I'm thinking, right? It was village people that brought that particular whatever I saw on social media to me. So I'm here standing up, pushing myself to doing this today because I actually had something to talk about. And I did record. I recorded. But as you know, I don't know why village people just try to they try to try me. Is that English? They try me. I recorded a couple days back. I recorded. And then I finished my 20 minutes recording. You know the gist, it's a record breaker now because it happens every now and again. Like every couple episodes, it happens. I sit here or I stay awake at night to record, and then I finish doing my recording and there is nothing. No voice is coming out of the other end of the microphone, but I'm hoping this one is coming out now. I've checked all the things that I need to check. Just leave me. We're already at this thing. We've been doing this thing for quite some time now. Over 36 episodes now already. You guys should be used to it that I'm just going to continue to open my mouth and talk. Please. So please just let me do my talking. Let me do my jibby jabber. And let's be on our lanes. Village people, be on your lane. And let me be on my lane behind my Blue Yeti microphone. Okay? All right. Anyways, now that I've greeted you people and it's a rant or something, yeah? It's another question. They asked me to come and ask. It was actually village people. Sometimes we get along. Sometimes we don't get along. This last episode, we didn't get along. But yes, they gave me the question and they refused to let my voice come out of the other side of the microphone. But anyways, let's get serious for a minute, right? Today, I want to talk about who knows you. Yeah, and someone is thinking, what do I care? You know me, you don't know me, what's my business? Yeah, I know. Like sometimes on some odd, awful days, I look at myself in the mirror and I'm thinking, you know what? Especially when my friends have pissed me off. When they've pissed me off, I'm like, I don't care. Who cares? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Are you sure you want to be alone? You don't need people, right? How many other languages do I need to speak? Or do people need to speak for you to know that you cannot do it by yourself? You've gone as far as you can, but by yourself. But let's pull it back a little bit. Who knows you? Because it's actually quite important. Now, about a week ago, I was having a chat with a friend. And then obviously I have another person. I know this other person that is not in a relationship. And then she just threw at me. She has a guy. I have someone that I know that is a lady that, is looking to be in a relationship. And she said, oh my goodness, this is my cousin. Oh, it's such a wonderful guy. And I know we've had the conversation felt like a deja vu conversation kind of thing. Because I knew we've talked about it before. I'm like, oh, what actually happened to that? Did they didn't have a chat? What happened? And she's like, oh, that she actually really doesn't know. And then she just kept saying a lot of wonderful things about this person again. And I was like, oh my goodness, I definitely will like that person for the person I know that needs somebody in their life as well. Oh, he sounds like a great guy. He sounds like a wonderful person. And then she went on and on. And I'm just thinking, what could be? I'm like, oh yeah, that sounds like the person that they would like. We should try and work something out. And suddenly she said, oh yeah, but he's an atheist. Is that how you pronounce the word? atheist, atheist. Ooh, and then I just said, immediately she said, I was like, oh, it will not work. I was like, nah, it will not work. If it is this person I know, forget it. Let's not even bother wasting our time. And maybe that's one of the reasons why God has never, our conversation has actually never materialized itself. Because by the way, with all the skills I come on here to brag about that I've got, I also can claim that I actually have, what do you call it? I have matchmaking skills because I've got people that matchmake out there that, they're still married and they got children while at it as well. So yes, you never know, just in case you're counting, that's again, I've got some matchmaking skills. So I wanted to play this time around, but then it said, no, I can't. And the reason I said no in this situation was because of that word atheist. Now, you do you. I come on here and I'm telling you, it's not like I know it all. I don't know it all, I'm just going to teach. I'm going to talk about my lessons learned, right? And like I said, at the beginning of this podcaster journey, if you do not care for what I've got to say and you feel like, oh my God, what's she chatting about now again? Sisters, misters, please start your own podcast. And if it's on the street of Spotify or Apple Play, one day I will play it. If I come across it, I will click into it. I'm very nosy like that. I'm very nosy, and I like to learn from people's perspective, because if I don't know the good, the bad, and the ugly, if I don't know the bad, there's no way I will recognize good. If I don't know ugly, there's no way I will recognize beautiful. So I'm of that mindset. I love perspectives. I love different ideas. I love different thoughts, school of thought, because you're going to talk about things from your own experiences, from your way of life, from the things you know, from the people you know. And I'm going to do the same exact thing from my own. You don't know the people I know, and I don't know the people you know. I can't think like you. We can share the same name, and I still can't think. I still won't think like you. We can be from the same part of the world, and I still won't think like you. I'm a different person. I am me, and you are you. Okay, so this is me doing me. When she said that, going back to my story, I thought, it will not work. And the reason is because now, if it was a couple years ago, I would be willing to actually go ahead with the introduction of these two individuals. That maybe it can work because this guy sounds great. Right? It sort of ticks all the boxes, right? The boxes. But this person that I know now, they will not even fall for it, because I am actually learning to better my God people like behavior from them now. And they were never there, right? They're a different person now. It wasn't what they were before, but now they found Christ and they love Christ. They show it. They're like on it. I don't know if you've ever been around a newly born again Christian. Have you sisters, misters? You know what? You know the drill, right? You know what they like. And that's what I feel this person is like. So I am not going to introduce someone that would start a conversation and they will go in that direction, because they will be looking at it from, is this the will of God? You know that feeling, right? You know, when you just, rekindle your relationship with Master Jesus and you're like, yes, everything I do, everything I want to do, is it the will of God? Because that's what they're going to be looking at. They'll be looking for the voice of God in that particular situation. And yeah, if Mr. does not have the voice of God coming to them anywhere because they do not believe it and it's not part of their own school of thought, yeah, that's a problem right there. And the only reason I was able to say no, because, when it comes to, like I said, this guy sounds amazing and he's single and she's single, right? Let's just match it together. Let them make babies already. But that's how you start making problematic things in people's lives and then affecting this very innocent unborn bundles that are enjoying life in heaven right now. And you force and pull them to planet Earth, all in the name of, but it's just because I know them. I know them. My question to you right now, today, from what village people have asked me to come and ask you, is that who knows you? Yeah, I said it before. And whatever is going through your mind, let it go through your mind, because who knows you? Oftentimes, it's not just who you know. I know we talk about who you know a lot, the network. Network is your net worth. Oh, yeah. This year, I've actually been invited to a couple places. I think about 3 places that I had to speak on networking this year, which is it's important. Like 2024, your network, hopefully the network you made in 2023 will serve you and put food on your table and do amazing things with you, and you can have fun with them in 2024, because your network is your net worth, okay? And yeah, oftentimes as well, the people determines how far you can go in life. So, but in this situation for today, it's who knows you. It's not who you know, it's who knows you. Who knows you? And this cut across a lot of parts, a lot of things in life, because it cuts across businesses as well. Everybody has a business now. Everybody is running one side also or the other. You're running a business, whatever the case. I've got a friend that she will always say, no, don't say small business. Your business is your business, right? A business is a business. You have a business. It's not about who you know. How many times have you come across things on Instagram, those things on Instagram that says, oh yeah, my friends are not patronizing me. My sisters, my family member don't even believe in my dreams. Strangers support me more than my family and friends support me. You need some new friends, man. You need some new friends. Oh, shout out to my friends. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Shout out to my friends. I make Christmas hampers, yeah. And I don't know who went to where. It looks like they have another group apart from me that I'm not in that group. You know, all this WhatsApp group. It looks like they have another WhatsApp group because for some reason, I was just on the roads of social media yesterday and I was popping everywhere. My Daisy's Hampers business was just everywhere on my friend's platform. They were just posting and they were just sharing. And I felt so much love yesterday. I've not even thanked them. I hope they do it again. Let me quickly go and thank them. After this, I'm going to go and say thank you to them. So they actually, they don't change their mind next time. Let me go and do that. Because as human beings, we also need some level of appreciation. I already thanked them individually, but I don't know what group they were in or who went to tell who that, let's support this girl because people, life be lifing. So yeah, I'm going to send message. I think I need to go to the group where I am in, the one that is not, you get the gist anyway. So shout out to my friends and yeah, for their sisterhood, for loving me in and out, right? So it does affect businesses as well when we talk about who knows you. The people that know you will determine who you're going to be able to sell your business to or who you're going to do business with. Like I like to say it in another terminology, like, who you get in bed with, right? Who knows you. So it's not always about who you know, but who knows you. And there's another quote, another quote I'm looking at right now. It says, love me or hate me, at least now you know me. That's the situation of that particular lady, that sister. That I am not going to give a call and say, you know what, I think I found a guy for you. I think I found a mister for you. Because no, I know them that well to not want to put themselves in that space where they have to start debating or defending God. Because sisters, misters, you don't need to defend God. Though. God has got enough defense mechanism and processes and things in place to defend himself. Like, don't fight battles for God. Have you even finished fighting your own battles? Look at village people are all around you. They be talking into your ears, speaking into your ear, moving in with you and paying, not even paying rent, and they're eating your food with you, and you want to go and defend God. So please leave defending to God. Let God do the defending. So I don't want to put them in that position where they will have to go and defend their God because someone doesn't believe in that God. So yeah, who knows them? And I was having another conversation. Yeah. If I'm not having conversation, what do you think I'm doing? When I'm not behind this blue yeti microphone, can you guess what I'm doing? I'm sure you're thinking right now. If you're there, you're listening to my voice and you're thinking, what I do is having discussion with people everywhere. You're a village people in my life because sometimes I rest. Just like before I came on here, I said earlier, I was sleeping. Sometimes I sleep too, and sometimes I Netflix and chill. Yes, I do, actually. I have a life beyond opening my mouth all the time and doing the talking things. All right, okay, let's get back to seriousness, yeah? So, who knows you? I was having another conversation with a friend recently, actually, I think this week. And then she said, I know you. You've thought about it. You've diluted it. You've digested it. You, when anything happens to you, you think about it so deep, so hard, and you get palpitations. And then your type of way and it affects you. I'm thinking, oh my goodness. And she's so right. She was so right. She was so on point because, yeah, that's exactly what's happened to me. That situation we're talking about, discussing, I had done overtime. That nobody can afford to pay me on. I done overtime on the thinking of it, on the thought process of it. And then, yeah, it had given me palpitations and given me several sleepless nights. Because it's me. I'm a thinker. I think. Yeah, I think. It doesn't solve anything. I know you're saying that right now. I'm working on it. But yeah, I think to help me process things. And then when I don't sleep, I get out of bed and I get myself busy. And that's just me. But that person that said that as well to me, she knows me. You surround yourself with people that don't know you. That's one of the problems you've got. Sometimes people ask you about someone that they believe you know, and you're like, I actually don't know that about them. How many people in your life right now that you know, that you feel like, oh, yeah, I know, but you can't immediately say, oh, this is what they do for a living. or this is their personality, or this is their kind of person. It might not be on you. It's just because they've kicked up their realness. You've been heartbroken. You've been hurt. You've had those sisters' friend that, they've village people you. You've had those male friends that have just, oh my God, put you on a path to like, I have trust issues now and I can't just be out there opening up to people. I am a very open person. There are very few people that I can say, oh, these people are in my life. Because when people are in my life, I sort of brag about my friends a lot. You can imagine how many times I've come on this platform to brag about them, or to say things about them. Because I don't open myself. I want to think I do not open myself to individuals that I believe I can't open up to, because I'm a talker. So every space I open myself to and give you extra hour, it's not like we're doing coaching. I'm not coaching you or whatsoever. That this is a kind of a space. If I am giving myself to you like that, I will spill things. I will say things to you that I am going to share, because I feel like in that moment I trust you, is why I'm sharing with you. So if I believe I can't trust you, I don't trust you with that type of information, I will not open myself to you, and I will try not to spend time with you. I know me not to do that with you. If I don't trust you, I don't want to spend time with you. And not a bad thing. It's just I don't want to put myself in a position where, maybe I feel I'm a very emotional person. I think I've said that several times on this platform, that I'm a very emotional person. And it just takes one thing for me to connect with you. And then I'm like, oh yeah, that's an example of something that happened to me and that I'm dealing with. Oh, how many things have I come on this platform to talk about? Does it mean I trust you guys? If you think all my life is what I share on this platform, just look at yourself in the mirror and give yourself a big, is it conk? My Nigerian people will say conk. Give yourself a knock on the head, because like, seriously, sisters, misters, are you for real? Do you really think I come on here to tell you everything? And sometimes I actually come on here to tell you everything, but that's after it's happened. After I've healed from it, after I've survived it, now I'm sharing as a lesson learned. It's my job. Those are the things that put food on my table. Every event, I was counting. I was at a couple events this year, more than 13, where I was invited to speak, paid gigs too, by the way. So you know what, your girl is flying. And next year, the goal is to double up. Someone to say amen. I was looking at all of those things. There are things that I survived. There are things that I learned from, lessons learned. They happened to me. So people out there right now that I don't even know have that information, but it was after it had happened to me. I came on here to talk about my renewal, my vow renewal, and the lessons learned. I was going through the L, and I was also recording several podcast episodes during that period, but I didn't share it as of then because I was not recovered from it. I was still going through it. So it's my job. It's what puts food on my table for me to talk and teach people from my lessons learned. So it's a different ballgame entirely. But we're going back to the question of who knows you? Who knows you? Have you overprotected yourself to the extent that people can't even tell if you're green, black, or white? You're like that animal, chameleon. You're green here, you're blue there, you're white there, you're black there, you're purple there. Nobody actually knows who you are or what you're about. You might want to rethink about things into the new year, because the fact that people don't know you, they don't even know what to offer you. They don't know what to say on tables about you. They don't know how to present you. When it comes to career coaching, there are examples. I know they're very close buddies of mine, and now you're going to know as well, of there was one individual actually this year. There was one individual this year that talked about me. I think I've said it actually before in this podcast. He talked about me in rooms at work where his bosses actually wanted to have a chat with me. They said they were good. They needed to meet me. This person you keep talking about, that they're good at their stuff and they can deliver. And the same thing with a lot of the speaking events of where I've been to. I went to a speaking event in Birmingham the other day. And after that event, someone sent me a message. She actually sent it at 11 midnight, close to midnight, 11, almost midnight. And when I saw it the next day, it was just that same day after that event. I'd spoken at the event, and this person, I would say raved about me to them, about my delivery at that speaking gig. And they wanted me to come and speak at their event. Their event was already set stone. They had elder speakers already. So I was the last person to speak because they had just decided upon it after someone had listened to me. And that person that know me in that light. What do people know about you? I feel like I'm one of those people that you talk about everyone and say, do you know any speaker? Hopefully my name comes to your mouth first. And if it doesn't, you're a village people in my life. Okay? The people who truly know you are those who've experienced your highs and lows, who understand your quirks, and who accept you without judgment. They are the ones who've shared moments, conversations, and memories that reveal your true self with. It's not who you know, it's who knows you. And like I said, love me or hate me. At least now you know me. I'd rather you know me than you don't have an idea of who I am. So at least if I'm gonna ask people, and it's something I'm looking to do this year, if I'm gonna, what you know about me, what do you think about me, who am I to you, just to get a better understanding of these things. Like, do people really know you? If you're in a space where you think it's important for people, because we're always in different seasons, right? I remember when I was going through some of my hard times a couple years back, it was hard for people to really know me. Those that actually invested time were the ones that actually knew the things I was thinking in my head at that period or within that period, because I wasn't doing any talking. I didn't want to do any talking. And that tended to happen to me a lot, actually. I was telling my sister, one of my sisters, recently, or even maybe all of them, we're always on the phone. That is just, by the way, I'm thinking of bringing those human beings to this podcast. What do you guys think? I'm bringing my family on board. Yeah. Okay, let's keep that to later gist. But yes, I was talking to my sister and I was like, I am in a space where I feel like people know me for the things I like, the things I want for myself. And I want to give as much attention to those things I could believe people know about me now, so I can deliver it at an higher standard and in a different way. And she was like, oh yeah, I agree 100%. That's definitely what you should, because that's you. It's just you. You're an open book, and you might as well, spend a lot of time in doing that and doing it right. So yeah. So sometimes some of the challenges or difficulties and things you might be going through right now that you believe is affecting your growth, your development, and the things that you're looking to achieve. Or that person is not helping me out. That person is not talking about me in rooms. That person is not this and that. They probably don't even know you. You know the things you want out of life. You know the kind of person you think you are. Do people think the same way about you? Do you find yourself having to reintroduce yourself over and over again? And now we're not even there yet. I say a lot, I'm not there yet. But I said, glory be to God, at least one person at the events and places that I've been to this year that I've been invited to speak at, even virtually. Oh yeah, I know you, Esther. I know you do this. I know that. It doesn't have to be you putting yourself out there publicly like I'm doing to impact lives. It could be anything, your personality. Like when someone says something about you and say, oh yeah, you did that. That person did that. And you're like, nah, I don't think they did that. Because I know them that well. They're not that type of person. Or someone says something about you like, that's strange. It's out of character for them. Are people able to say that about you? Or you're so protective of your space? And it's okay to be protective. There's boundaries, right? But also you still need people to know who you are, so they can help propel you to that next level and next stage that you've been craving for. There is a level of craving is that word, cravingness. There's, we as human beings, we crave for growth. We want growth. We want to grow, irrespective of whatever area, even in marriage, in career, in business, in relationships. We want to grow. The new year's around the corner now, and everybody's like, vision board and, putting their their plans together and what they want for the new year and how they want to better the betterment of themselves. Have a look at your phones, or you're that sister or mister, and you're thinking this year, you know what? I actually really did not invest in my relationships enough. Some of the things Esther brag about on this call, on this podcast about our friends and things like that. And if I'd like something like that. This is me telling, this is me saying, this is me as a reminder to you, because I have been where you were, but then invest in it. And I think I also said in some of my previous recent podcast episodes that this year I felt like I didn't really do a lot of talking. I didn't really do a lot of loving up on my friends. I wasn't really there as much as I would like to. They were always there for me. They always there for me. Even more than my relationship moved to a different level this year with my friends, because always there for me. Even when I don't need them to be there for me, but they're always showing up. And then one of them said to me recently, she said, Esther, you're reaping what you've sowed. I didn't sow it this year. I hardly sowed anything this year. So I benefited from the things I did previous years this year. So this is me. It's my end of the year. Take it as an end of the year reminder. It's okay to fall off the wagon. You may have fallen off the wagon of good people wagon. I'm not saying I'm a good people, but I try. I try. Work on doing better into the new year because it's important. It's good for people to know you. They've broken your trust. People have broken your heart. Yeah, I know. It's normal. Change is one of the most constant things in life. It's normal. If bad things don't happen, I don't pray any bad thing happen. I want to have soft life in 2024. But all these things that we call bad things, or we refer to as bad things, we categorize as bad things, those are the things that sort of help us grow. No one grows in a space of comfort. When things are rosy, and the chicken is there and the salad is salading. That's what I feel like eating tonight, like some Caesar salad or something. Chicken salad, by the way, grilled salad. Grilled chicken Caesar salad. Oh my God. Okay, now I'm hungry. But yeah, back to the subject. If you feel in a type of way, relationship-wise, and you're starting to lose yourself because when people do not know you, it's hard for them to support you. When you need that support. There's a reason, unfortunately, very sensitive subject now. Because I know some of you may be listening to this and people that have committed suicide in time past and everything. And one of the common things people say is that, oh, I didn't even know they were depressed. I didn't even know that was happening. A lot of people that commit suicide, they are people that people don't really know, did not really know they were struggling and suffering in that way. It's okay to be vulnerable. Find your tribe to be vulnerable with. We all need it. Those are the people that will know you. So when you are not functioning at your capacity, and not even one, I've actually got a couple of them. It's a matter of not posting. It's not posting or not doing something, not showing up, they're at my door. They're calling me. They're texting. Are you okay? They're coming in to take me out. Hopefully you have those people in your life. And if you don't have, work on sowing in 2024 and pray about vulnerability, the ability to be vulnerable. And I'm praying for you that you find those people that you can actually trust. But also, let's not cancel people too quickly because you're not perfect. I think I may have said this. You're not perfect, sisters, misters. You make mistakes as well. You hurt people too. People hurt you. You hurt people too. Let's not, because of one hurt, cut them off completely. Hopefully, obviously it depends on the kind of hurt, right? Not someone stealing your husband or stealing your wife off you. But yeah, the gist. And Meg, I pray for you today. Let me get into my quote of prayers. I pray for you today that you get the wisdom, the knowledge, and the understanding for you to trust people and know the people to trust. Pray about it, and I pray you find those people. You find your tribe in the new year as we go into the new year. Who knows you? Thank you for listening. Don't forget to share, share, please. Show me some love on Instagram. So a friend of mine is having this vision board party in Manchester on the 21st of January at 3 p.m. Now, they're called Grown Vibes Manchester on Instagram. You want to check them out. They've done some events, some amazing fun events this year. Now, you want to be a part of it. If you've never been to any of their events before, take this from me. I'll be there. So if you're listening and I really don't know you, yes, it's an opportunity to meet you at that event. It's going to be great. This is not the first vision board party that you're having. But like I mentioned, you want to put your vision together amidst other sisters, then try and be there on the 21st. There are tickets now before the tickets are all gone. So make sure you go on there and pick one for yourself. Don't just be village people. Pick one for your sister as well. Pick one for another friend of yours. Yeah. Vision board party in Manchester. So if you're Manchester based and you're listening to this, I saw the other day that there's someone that listened to my podcast in Zambia. Oh my goodness, I'm ecstatic. If you're listening to this right now, thank you, sister, mister, whoever you are that you're listening to this in Zambia. Thank you. I've never been to Zambia before, but yeah, it's exciting to see countries that I've never been to before click into this podcast and actually listen to it. So I'm saying a big thank you to you, a shout out. I'll always be grateful, forever grateful. But yeah, the vision board party by Grown Vibes Manchester on Instagram. Check them out. The link is there. And you can get a ticket. Get 1, get 3, get 4, get 6 at least. Get 10 and get you and your tribe to show up there so you can put your visions together and run a successful 2024. All right. That's it from me for today. Who knows you? It's important for the journey that you're working on because one way or the other, irrespective of whatever it is, it doesn't have to be career or business. It can be your personal life as well. It can be relationship. I had a sister ask me, during an event this year, recently actually, about relationships, that she's been suffering with the kind of relationships she has with your friends. And it was a good subject to talk about because I was like, yeah, you know what, I'm lacking in that area this year as well. But I have been working on it since I've identified it. Like, my friends have been pouring a lot into me. But then it gave me grace when one of them also said, you know what, you're benefiting from the ones that you've done before. So yes, you know what, now let me start planting again or sowing again so I can rip it in the future again. Because sometimes whatever I like to call it personal development, well, whatever you're developing in your well, you might be adding to it right now and you're not making use of it, but it will come to stand in gap for you next year or in the future. So don't stop putting into it, because yes, you will benefit from it one way or the other. I promise you, it's 100% certain you will benefit from it. There is positive and negative karma. Yes. So do good, do well, so you can benefit from the things that you're doing in the future. What you do today is what you'll benefit tomorrow. All right, good luck, guys. And yes, I think we'll have one more episode before the end of the year, right? Or 2 more episodes. I'll try and be on time. Okay. Thank you all for your time. Thank you for listening. And don't forget to show us some love and get on Grown Vibes Manchester on Instagram and get your tickets. I hope to see you on the 21st of January. Bye for now.